When I give you whistle, every say prrrr. When I give you whistle, man, you say prrrr.
Tell me what Prrrr is without banter, without argument, without the fact that would bring you certain personalities or footballers and argue on them how good they are and give you that insight that you need. Prrrr is big, Prrrr is live. My name is Leonard Abekando. Yesterday at the CAF Awards, we didn't see two of the nominees where, they were in the list with Hakimi. And it just gave it out that the winner is Hakimi. And of course, he won it. But some people where we know say they know the Bab say Hakimi win the award.
Why make a Bab?
Over.
Maybe try my own bomb. Why make a Bab?
Relax. They say they know the Bab sake of for Salah. What he did last season is something that you cannot just overlook it and just give it to a defender who they think that, influence on But EPL, according to him or according to them, is the most competitive league in the world. And so if Salah is able to do this unprecedented thing, then you cannot just give the award to Hakimi. I have with me here Sports Latan.
Yeah.
Go for say
Leo. Nkrofo say then.
I
soft phone, Charlie. Make a pray for you people. So, and yesterday for Callistos, I heard him singing about Mo Salah. If you talk about Salah and then it's about the best player in Africa this year, because Salah there be some Islamic festival.
My brother, don't do that. My brother, don't do that. I also have with me here PY Callistos, and then Osi Ono ne Salah Munjai man. Charlie, what's up?
Don't say at the end of the day, always constant disrespect and appreciation. Yanipa be yama bo pa. Yenyi ma yedi.
Yebebaho.
Oh,
guess my next guest, and I'm talking to you about this man. I don't know where he go play for this argument, but yes, I have with me here also Prosper Kuzu.
And that is good to see you. I'm here for the violence. Hey.
Hey, you'll be saved.
I'll be saved.
I'm here to coordinate the violence as well. Anyway, PY, you have a big opposition as to why Hakimi shouldn't have won the CAF Player of the Year.
Oh, yes.
Tell us why.
Absolutely, bro. So, for a player to finish a season with, let me just quickly check, 34 goals and 23 assists. Smashing, not breaking. There's a difference. Smashing every record in his way en route to that historic campaign. You cannot just overlook it because a defender from a certain team that plays in the Farmers League and has won some 4 trophies has won 4 trophies. Watch 4 goals be woman.
One share 4 goals. Retract.
Main retract. Oshe 4 goals in Champions League.
Why are you giving him that?
He scored 4 goals in the Champions League.
Okay, go on.
Has 5 assists. They make it sound like that is unprecedented feat for a defender, and that's absurd. I've had defenders playing my team that are phenomenal. Into me, who BB say
what shall we who right back?
Hey, brother, right back. To me, my Guinness World Record. Right back, Guinness World Record to me, my award.
I thought you said that right back is not good. He's a rat, and you want to. He's a right back. He break Guinness World Record.
Change. Rat, not a rat, but I don't say 1 year. He did it for Liverpool.
Okay.
I saw him do it. For all these years, someone comes along and does this. It's impressive to those who have not seen it before, but I have seen it. Me who right back or pinging in crosses, banging in free kicks and all. So, I know I'm coming for
yeah.
But me say Salah deserved this hands down.
Okay.
Hands down.
He
just keep getting disrespected, and I don't sit for that. Can me person calf ni no, but me say Prosper wa any day. Common bedroom calf.
He didn't he didn't just win the treble. He went into the Club World Cup final as well.
And the final there, you can final. When final a Musa Labo, you can final Keka. When final a Musa Labo.
Listen to what you said. You can final. When final a Musa Labo. Last year, the year under review, how many finals did Mo Salah play?
He played against Isaac and lost.
My point My point is, you're talking about a final that he played and lost.
No, in that year, under that year.
You tell us why Salah deserves it.
So
tell us
Okay,
why.
so let me tell you why Salah deserves
Let
it.
him tell us.
In a league
all this while
that
we've
is
not said anything
arguably
yet.
the best.
No, I mean, he's made mention of the smashing of records.
Yes,
but
in a league that is arguably the best league in the world, competitive wise. And I feel like a lot of people would agree with me.
Yeah.
In the league that is the best, this person comes in with so much talent around him, playing, competing with him, and comes in and then sweeps every single award there is that he is eligible for. Takes all that home, breaks records, even in Europe. I think he had the most goal contributions in the whole of Europe's top 5.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Was just a few goals shy of the European Golden Boot, which I'm going to big Kylian Mbappe up for because he deserves that one. But then he was just a few goals shy of that as well.
Yeah, just a dip in form.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Dip in form.
Yeah, so if I listen to someone like that, I watch someone like that, I honestly don't see how you tell me that just because someone won the Champions League along with a few domestic trophies or Le Havre, he deserves
That's
to
a lot
win.
of disrespect, though. But
Oh, no, not disrespect to any team, because some people would also refer to the teams that we play the Carabao and things with as lesser known teams and in the lower leagues as well. So
Let me go to Sports Latin. Sports Latin, I believe that you do not side with what Callistos is saying, and that Hakimi deserves the award.
Bible.
So you see, we are talking about two players here, and then they have different profiles on the pitch of play.
Right.
So there are three parts on the pitch: the defensive zone, the attacking, and also the midfield area. If you talk about Mo Salah, whatever he contributed to Liverpool can be found where in the attacking zones. Whatever you add to that might be maybe what he does when he tracks back. He helped the team in build-ups. These are the touches he gets in different zones. But when you mention Achraf Hakimi, he was not just a right back like we know traditionally here in Africa.
Yeah.
Number 2, play on the back. Play on the back. No, Hakimi reinvented himself. He changed football. He changed his style. The Achraf Hakimi we saw under Luis Enrique is a different profile, closely to Dani Alves, because aside giving you the dirty jobs at the back, clearing, in terms of ball distraction, he added what we call the distribution power.
Yeah.
For a right back to be averaging at least goals and then assists per games, for a right back to be giving you these things, he was not just a right back on a day. He functioned very well as a winger for Luis Enrique.
Yeah.
You look at how he drops deep, you look at how he falls front, you look at that goal he scored against Inter Milan. That was a right back right in the 18-yard box of Inter Milan in the UEFA Champions League final. Put that one aside. I agree with you, fine. The EPL is best league. Yate, we will bring the French League One. You say fine, still it's not up there. I'll put the French League One there. You don't have it. I'll put the Coupe de France there. You don't have it. He went on while we were playing the Club World Cup. The big giants were playing in the first ever biggest Club World Cup. Liverpool were somewhere on holidays. Hakimi was still bossing and playing football. He took his team to the final of the Club World Cup. Now talk about something. For the national team, he played in the only national team to break records during this international window, going unbeaten in over 15 games.
Yeah.
He's not just a player.
Yeah.
He's a vital piece for Luis Enrique. So what Mo Salah did, fine, he exceeded expectations of who? A winger. Meaning that's what you're expecting your winger to what? To do. But he exceeded it. And I agree with that. 50 goal contribution, perfect and superb for Salah. But for Achraf Hakimi, nobody can tell me that we're expecting Achraf Hakimi to be banging in goals in the final of the UCL. Nobody can tell me that the expectation for a right back was to be giving, more ball progression. For a right back to do more ball carries than some midfielders.
Carries.
You get me?
Than
Than some
midfielders.
midfielders in the best league in the EPL.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if you talk about Hakimi,
I feel you, bro.
he added something to football. He changed the meaning of right play.
Hakimi changed the meaning of right play.
So if
Last season he added something, but
No, bro,
not change.
no.
Not change. He will take back.
Even with the
He's taking
added
it back.
something,
I'm not taking it back. Let me break it down. Let me break it down
break
for
it
you.
down to me.
Luis Enrique's system, in terms of area visibility, in terms of how they function in the puzzle, you see Nuno Mendes and then Achraf Hakimi.
The wing backs are very
wing play,
important, yeah.
what they do. You told me that you've seen that before with who? Club system, because we saw Robo
Robertson
and then
Yes,
Trent.
Trent.
But we are not talking about ages. We are not looking into the archives. We are just looking about Chawenia last year. Who did
under
it,
review, yeah,
and it
under
was
review.
Ashraf Hakimi. You talk about Mo Salah, what he did explosive. We've not seen some before, break record, blah 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 blah. Bro, we are not back in 2010. 2024, 2025 GA under review. What Salah did was unprecedented. I agree. But the way you are exaggerating is like we've not seen
I am
some
not
before.
exaggerating.
Because the moment I talk
We
about,
have not seen some
I'm
before.
coming.
That's the
moment
truth,
I talk
though.
about what Ashraf Hakimi did, you want to tell me that no, your players done that before. Trent Ayew.
Somebody can equally argue
you're-
that somebody has also
So
done
me
what
too, I
Hakimi's
can
done.
equally
Yes.
argue that someone has done that before.
No,
so
you
this
can't.
Is,
Let me-
see,
let me-
eh,
No, you can't argue.
You cannot argue that someone
let
has
me give you
done
this.
that.
Let me give you this. Let me give this. Let me give this.
Before you continue, you can't argue that what Salah did last season, someone has done.
No
before.
one has
what
done
what he did last season. No one has done.
Wait, is it
No,
only in the
it's last
EPL?
season. It's last season.
Is the
It's
context
last
only in the
season.
EPL?
Let me
or
tell-
No, everywhere. But
No,
his
everywhere.
point
I
was
saw Lionel Messi scoring 91 goals centrally as a player.
That's true. That's true.
No.
Zlatan.
No,
But the
so
point
now you agree with
no,
me?
but the point you made that.
No, so now you agree
No,
with me.
I agree with you. But the point
Then-
you
then-
made.
then what
no,
are you
wait. The point you
disputing here?
made that. The point you made about the fact that what Hakimi did last season. You look at what he did, and a lot of fullbacks haven't done. But what Salah has done,
No,
somebody
I
has done
didn't say
before.
a
And
lot
you're
of
saying the
fullbacks have not
review.
replicated
And I'm
it.
saying
Do you
that what
know- do
Salah
you know-
has achieved last season in the Premier League,
Right.
from what he's
Bring
saying,
that
nobody
context.
Do you know?
has done it.
Do you know?
That is what
that-
you
no,
agree
Let me,
on.
let me just
Then
tell you
continue.
something. Let me just tell you something. I watched Salah play in arguably the best
Liverpool team.
attacking trio. Even Liverpool team, the fine, but then in the best attacking trio, he left that trio. The trio left was only left with him, and then everybody started to talk about how
Mane
and Firmino were the
Carry.
reasons why Salah was who he was. You let all these people go, and he still does this. Something he reached new feats that he couldn't even reach under the people you think were helping him. And you're telling me it is something that someone has done.
Now
Let me
talk
chip
about
in.
that
Relax,
trio.
relax.
Relax.
He didn't
Talk
play with
about-
the best
let me
trio.
chip
They were
in
never the
before,
best
yeah.
trio, please.
Easily
so
the
relax.
best trio.
Talk about that
Let me chip
trio.
in before we go to the trio. I think it's high time in football. I agree with the two of you. Everybody's making
You
sense.
can't agree with the two of us.
No, in the sense that
Me say-
what Salah did last season, he beat Lampard, to beat Thierry. When you talk about the Premier League history, one of the greatest players ever. Want to mention top 3 Premier League players? Henry is going to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
For Salah to be an African, 20 plus goals in every season for 8 years in a row.
8 straight years,
8 straight
bro.
years.
Look
That's
at that.
incredible.
Yeah, the review.
this
You're
is a-
talking about
relax,
8
relax,
straight
relax.
years
No,
in a row.
This is a-
relax. When you
This is
go
a-
into these award ceremonies, we look at the year under review, but we also track consistency. It's
Obviously.
important. Relax. Now, what Salah did last season, beating Henry, right now top 4 Premier League scorers of all time.
I think it's top
Salah is
8
there.
in assists as well.
Top 8 in assists as well.
going
He's there.
up
The
the
numbers he
ranks.
got last season was incredible. But I'll say again, between March and June, we saw a dip in form for Salah. He went into that Carabao Cup final. He went into that game against Hakimi's PSG and lost.
Yeah, he lost against PSG.
He didn't show up in home and away games.
Yeah.
He was actually taken off in the first game for Harvey Elliott to come and score.
Because-
and then PSG had to score in the second leg and he went to penalty.
Because he was bad.
PSG
He was
progressed.
bad.
He went into the cup final against Newcastle.
lost.
He was not seen.
Yeah, because he
so
was bad.
between March and June, Salah went a bit missing. He still scored goals in the Premier League, but the form dipped.
Do you know why? Do you know why that's
let me
not a
end the point.
problem?
Let me end the point.
Why do you think that's not a problem?
Do you know why that's not?
No,
because
no,
he
no,
had-
no, no,
Do
no.
you know he only didn't have a goal
You know what?
contribution
You know what?
against 2
You
teams
know what?
in the Premier League.
You
He
know
had
what?
already
That-
done
that's
this.
not
know
what-
what?
okay. But I'm saying there was a
we've
different
already,
form. Let me-
Uzo, we've already established that point. But
No,
talk about
I'm
that
moving
debate.
to my
Pros-
point. I'm moving to my point.
let Pros-
Relax. Let me
You have few
establish.
seconds though.
How do I have 30 seconds? You look at Hakimi, and I think it's high time in football that we look at ourselves and say that some people deserve enough credit when they work hard for it.
True.
Look, me, that's why I say that 2024, people say that Vinicius deserves the Ballon d'Or. People say that Rodri. People say that Bellingham. I say Carvajal. Because Carvajal won the Euro, Rodri won. He won everything Vinicius won. He finished 4th in the Ballon d'Or as a right back. There were things back in the day Marcelo used to do. You don't get any credit for it. Dani Alves used to do. You don't get any credit
Fair
for it.
enough.
Lam used to do. You don't get any credit
Fair
for
enough.
it. And Trent came to put out the narrative that I want to be the first right back to win the Ballon d'Or. It's high time in football that we start and we say, when fullbacks, Van Dijk did it in 2019 and he was second.
Nearly.
7 votes less than Messi.
Yeah.
When it doesn't matter if you're a goalkeeper. 2014, Neuer, Ballon d'Or, he was in the top 3.
was supposed to
2017,
do that.
FIFA the best and things. Buffon was there. When you're a fullback, you're a defender, whoever you are, and you put in this consistent set of performance, we have to give you credit. Winning a treble as a right back, averaging, not averaging, but goal contributions towards the end of the
think he
season,
had
20
9 in the
plus or
Champions
something
League.
goal
Yeah, 20
contributions
plus.
as a right back. It's commendable. Look at what he
It
said.
is commendable.
15 matches unbeaten
is
in the
it
national
commendable with the
It's
Ballon
incredible.
d'Or?
It is incredible. I'm talking about Hakimi.
You can get credit.
So
I'm
and
talking
your
about
time,
Hakimi. So what I'll say here is
is
that look, it's about time that look, Hakimi winning this award was absolutely deserved. And we saw it. He's to score in the Champions League semi-final, to score in the Champions League final. The right back. In 2024, Carvajal scored the opener in the Champions League final. Nobody did mind him.
Yes.
Everybody's taking Vinicius.
Yeah.
Tony Kroos will show up and they'll put him ninth in the Ballon d'Or. Look, it is about time that if you're a right back, you're a centre back, and you play because
So for you think that
because when
this
it
is
comes to this award, people always think about the goal scorers.
The attackers.
That's why Xavi and Iniesta, people don't mind them like
The
that.
attackers.
The ball Hakimi and Nuno Mendes play last season. PSG won't win what they won without them. And I'm saying that Hakimi deserves this award.
But the same
Salah is
way
worse.
the
But
ball
well,
that Salah
let's
played.
now move to the debate
Deserves it.
where you yourself even made mention of it. Now, Rio Ferdinand posted these, I think yesterday, around 5 p.m. And the debate, he said, A, Mane, Firmino, Salah. B, Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez. C, Perez, Ronaldo, Tevez, sorry. Henry, Beckham, and then Perez.
Yeah.
And now it became a whole thing that people are talking about, that these are phases of, front three over the years where, their errors were just
put me in
crazy.
a tight space.
Talk about the Ronaldo, Rooney, and you talk about 207, 208, and they were deadly. Talk about Sadio Mane, Firmino, Salah. Talk about the unbeaten Henry, and so it has been a debate. But you brought in that debate. Are you still tipping Salah among these
Salah,
three
Mane,
options?
Firmino.
Salah, Mane, Firmino among these three options?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Salah, Mane, Firmino
Salah.
over Tevez, Ronaldo.
Over Tevez, Ronaldo.
Yes.
Rooney.
Why?
Do you know why I would do that?
Continue.
Because this is a unit that
What's it continue?
we are bay for.
When
We don't know. Continue. Tell us.
So, Salah, Mane, Firmino,
Firmino.
the best trio I have seen in the Premier League, easily.
You have
You
seen.
the best trio in the Premier League, easily.
Go on.
Because we share 3 players playing together for 5, going on 6 seasons.
Okay.
And to amass almost 500 goals together.
Mm-hmm.
That is unprecedented. You can talk about Tevez and Co. Doing it for 2 seasons. They only played together for 2 seasons. Won the league together twice. But I would tip them based off of longevity, doing it together over and then they won everything. Everything those 3 won, and these people won as well. They won the League Cups, they won the Champions League, they won the Premier League. We had players win Player of the Season in that set, goal king in that top scorers in that set and all. So Salah, Mane, Firmino, best front three I've seen. Because you got Perez, they Henry put the Omunkope baby.
The unbeaten Arsenal team.
Unbeaten. Yeah, unbeaten. Who walk unbeaten losing I draw 11.
Ojo the Rush, no.
Ojo Nagazon himself unbeaten no mo call. Majority of the credit has to go to the back line and then the midfield.
And not the front three.
Henry Muye and
Vieira and the rest, yeah.
Yes, Henry Muye and
Your man, they talk as if Salah's most of his goals were not assisted by the backline playmaker.
No.
Yeah.
Trent.
Not
Trent
most
Robertson,
of it.
they had
Not-
the most assists in that period.
Yes, but not most of Salah's
Akwawe-
goals were assisted by him.
Okay,
No.
not most of Salah.
Not
So-
most of it.
So,
Not-
see,
not more than
the reason why I
90%.
said
That's a
that
fair
is
point.
that you are trying to tell us that they went unbeaten because of the back line. And I'm also proving a point to you that Liverpool system that saw that successful trial of Salah, Firmino, and then Mane, most of the hard part of it was done because of the Gengen pressing. The trial there.
No.
But
The Gengen pressing, yeah,
I'm
that's-
coming.
Okay.
You can't take away how good Robo and then Trent Alexander-Arnold
Dijk
were
and the
very
system.
good to the system
Yeah.
of Jurgen Klopp. I agree. You have one of the best there in Liverpool's history. Let's talk about the Premier League history. We are talking about 3 players here who went unbeaten with their club. Aside that, we have one player alone who combined the job of Salah, Firmino, and then Mane, and that's Thierry Henry. That's why.
Absolutely not. I don't.
When you
I
were
don't
talking, I
agree.
shut up.
I don't.
Why won't you let
agree.
me continue?
No. I don't agree. No. Retract that statement before you continue.
So this is the reason why. If it's about playmaking, that you mentioned Salah, playmaking attributes, nobody can deny that we didn't see that in who? Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
You didn't see that in Firmino.
That's so in Firmino.
As well.
I'm coming.
Make
Make your
Go
point.
on,
Make your
bro.
point. Make
Suffer
your point.
Tobo.
Aside that, If it's about holding up play, it's about linking up play. Nobody can talk to me that we didn't see that in who? Thierry Henry again.
Okay, yeah.
If it's about the runs that Sadio Mane will be doing behind the back line, you can't lie to me today. One of the fastest players to ever kick ball in England is not Thierry Henry. So if I tell you that he actually combined these three, aside that, he's one of the greatest ever to play in the Premier League.
doubt,
They are legend, not only for us now, but what in the EPL. I'm coming. Put him aside. He's averaging at least 1.03 per 90. He's an individual. Now let's talk about the other two. Prrrr, 61 goals, 41 assists combined over there. He's averaging at least 0.30 assists per game. That is Prrrr for me. David,
0.30 assists per game. That's not really impressive.
That's why I said. That's why I said exactly. That's why I said 61 goals, 41 assists. Talk about David Beckham, the glue. The super glue.
Dennis
Beckham.
Dennis, a player who will find you even if you are standing behind the Amazon forest with no. If you talk about Beckham, you understand that there's no wall on the pitch. What he sees is transparency. Just force the pass, give the ball. So these are guys, when you combine their figures, when you give me their statistics, you understand that for us now, they were not only a system of play that you talk about, they need intensity. We all agree that Liverpool's trial was successful because of what? The game pressing. They started, they lead it, they press you, they force you to make errors in your own third, and then they get you, they smash you. But for us now, it was not only about pressing, because a team that arguably got about 50% of possession almost in all their games. Do you know what they were doing? The timing, the ball control, the vision. You know, these are things that the ball progression that they were doing was up there. These are goals in the English Premier League. So if you talk about the trial in EPL, now Ubo Salah, Ubo Mane, Ubo Firmino, and you tell me that we should just limit the existence of Prrrr, Beckham, and then Thierry Henry, the greatest player ever to kick ball in the EPL. Man,
that's arguable though, but
The
no. Salah
greatest player ever to
man in the
Henry is the greatest player
man
ever to kick.
in the EPL. And the funny
arguable.
thing, the funny thing is that in the EPL, if you want a team that went unbeaten, like never to taste defeat in over 30 games to win the EPL,
49 games after the league
in the whole year,
season,
unbeaten,
like
and that's why we call them.
that statistic.
That's why we call them the invincibles, man.
Yeah.
Salah, Firmino, Mane, we they see them. They are opaque. We they see them. These guys were invincible. So they come to you straight like light race. You get me? Speed, agility, formation.
Let me have a touch.
I'm coming to you. I'm just asking you. So I'm just asking you.
Your Salah and things, they were visible. These guys were invincible.
Mamin Kasa Wancho. Prosper. I want you to. I'm asking you this so you can come in. So to win 59 games. And
49.
49, sorry.
To go unbeaten in 49.
In 49. Yes, unbeaten in 49. And then to win 103 out of 105 possible points in 2 seasons. Which one do you think is more impressive?
That's a tough one. Really tough. No, remember.
Why?
Answer the question.
Answer.
But when you think about it deeply, I'm still going to go with invincible. Because if you give yourself 10 years, there will be teams that Mourinho came to. I know the context you provided. 103 out of 105, I agree. But there will be teams that come into league phases and are always or are able to do more than 100 points.
You get me?
Okay.
It might take them 7 or 10 years in a decade. You might get just 1, 2, 3 teams to do it.
Pep side.
Fine. But to go invincible or to go unbeaten throughout the whole season. Look at what Alonso did with Bayer Leverkusen.
Exactly.
Go unbeaten. It's something that's very. Barca tried to do it in 17, 18.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the season,
we lost to
we lost that game.
Yeah.
So unbeaten is very difficult. It's very difficult.
Bro, that's an understatement. Very, very, very difficult.
Prosper, do you know why I asked you that? Because in the 3 seasons that record happened, Liverpool lost the title the season before by losing a game.
Yeah, just the game.
Yes, 1 game.
So that was not an invincible season.
Yes, I know.
Nowhere close to us now did.
We lost a game. The next season, they won the title convincingly. I think they won 99 points.
They lost a game.
And then the run started from there.
Right.
Yeah. After
Until
they
the
won the
next
season,
season.
it started.
Yes, and then it started.
Those things happens.
Yeah. So
Or those things happen,
if you tell me that is a team, that's a player who can combine 3 out of all
the trial in your team.
Yes, I can. Let me just put Salah down. Salah is the top. He has the joint most assist playmaker awards in the Premier League. Joint most. No, joint most top scorer awards in the Premier League. He has won the best player. We've
PSV
seen
3 times.
yes, only player to do it. We've seen Salah link up
And that's
play.
more than Henry.
Yes, we've seen Salah link up play more times than we can count. You cannot tell me
Firmino's
that,
link-up play.
and you
was good.
cannot tell me Salah is Henry is fast and then Salah is slow. We've seen Salah run behind. We've seen Salah
is
run
equally-
from the halfway line.
let me
to
of those
score
things.
absolute bangers. So you cannot tell me that
Mane
because
was
you think you
incredible.
saw Henry do it, you can combine the three. That is very disrespectful to
let me
Mohamed Salah
drop
and
the
his
stats though.
trio,
Let me
bro.
just drop the stats now. The stats of all these trials are insane. Mane, Firmino, Salah, 338 combined goals, 6 major trophies together. Champions League winners 2019, Premier League winners 2020. Most potent attacking trial in Liverpool's history. Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, 344 combined goals. 3 Premier League titles, 1 Champions League, most feared attack in Europe, 207 and then 209.
Yeah.
84 goals in one season, 2007, 2008. Now, the Invincibles, 410 combined goals. Invincibles
So there's
season
there's
2010.
There's a disparity in
no,
the
but
year-
before you continue,
year.
it's been the person who put out that stat, the stats guy.
Right.
Rio asked him and Grok to clarify. So there's a correction.
There's a
so it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
338.
Yeah,
but
it's-
it's 260 something for Mane, Salah, and Firmino.
Right. So yeah, that is true. And so yeah, this was. But I saw also someone put the MSN, but that is also a
Oh,
conversation.
that's yeah,
We'll
that's
do
for them.
that with the BBC
That's for
sometime.
them.
Then there's a penny for.
Yeah,
Messi
so-
Kwan Susu
yeah.
yeah.
So
Me-
but,
me-
yeah,
me,
but
I've-
you guys
I
are not
watched-
talking to me about.
Yeah, but
Rooney.
I'm going. I am
Yeah, so
the
talk to-
I am the
So
Rooney
talk to me about Rooney Ronaldo.
Rooney Ronaldo Tevez. My God, say my God.
My God is
Osofo.
Rooney Ronaldo Tevez, bro, that trio was unstoppable. Look, even in 2009 when they came up against Pep's Barcelona, Pep's Barcelona in 2009 Rome, not 2011, 2009.
Yeah.
They were not favorites against that team
Yeah.
with Scholes and the likes behind them.
Yeah.
That Rooney Ronaldo Tevez. Look, Ronaldo would go on to win what he won everything that
Everything,
year.
yeah,
Everything that
everything.
year, and the PFA Player of the Year.
Yeah.
He won 2008, and they made the Champions League back to back. Somebody can argue that the same trio
Liverpool
in
did it,
Liverpool 2018 and 2019 also made the Champions League back to back.
Yeah.
I think that the trio of Rooney, Tevez, Ronaldo won more Premier League titles than all of the other trios.
Yeah.
And since we're having the Premier League conversation, but I think that the telepathy between Rooney and Tevez, a lot of people tend to go for the tension between Rooney and Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah.
But Rooney, last time, about a month ago, Rooney spoke about it on with
Yeah,
Rio Ferdinand
yeah,
on his
yeah.
Rio Presents podcast, where he talked about the telepathy and the understanding he had. Tevez was a beast, bro. Tevez. He could decide games on his own. I can tell you that in the absence of Salah and in the absence of Mane, if you leave Firmino on the pitch to decide a game, he can't do it on his
Oh
own.
no, I can give you instances that he did.
No, instances he did, but he can't.
He
No,
does.
he did, but it wouldn't be on the same density
no,
of
No,
Man
it
U.
will.
Plus
Because
Tevez.
let me tell you,
As Tevez.
when we go to the
If
when
you take
the Club
Tevez-
World
no,
Cup,
no.
the
If you
Club
take
World Cup
Tevez-
2020.
Uh-huh.
Do you
No,
remember,
I remember
what
that
Bobby
game,
did?
but bro,
No,
I know
that
you won in
tournament.
the Club World Cup.
Yes,
Fine,
he
fine. I
did.
won't dispute. So
Against-
in that
against-
game,
against
that's
which
a
team?
football
Against
game.
which team?
Against which team? That's
But-
the
but-
context.
I mean,
But
that-
but
no.
if you
In
take
tracing the successive times
if
that
you take
they gave.
you take Tevez and you take Ronaldo out of that Man United team, there was a game where. The 2006 or 2007, I retweeted, quoted it yesterday on X, where they're taking Rooney off because he
for
was injured,
Ronaldo.
and they are bringing Ronaldo on.
Yes,
If you put Ronaldo on the bench and you put Tevez on the bench and you leave Rooney alone on that match, he can
still
decide
deliver.
every game on his own.
But what-
if you take Rooney out,
Yes.
you take Tevez out and you leave Ronaldo,
he
he
will
will
still
decide the
deliver.
game on his own. Mane, Salah, Firmino were a great trio. No doubt, they work really hard together. But Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, one more. Emphasis,
Fair
one more. In their short span of 2-3 years playing together. The others, Mane, Salah, Firmino played like between 2017, 18
Over 6
to like
seasons
6
together.
good
6
years.
seasons.
But the others played for 2-3 years. And how potent they were scary in Europe. Yes, this Liverpool team were equally scary.
They
in
were,
Europe.
bro.
Really, really
Let
scary.
me tell
I
you
agree.
something.
But
One stat before
but
you
the
go.
Ronaldo
You know
factor
that-
inside self
No.
that Man
You know
United
that-
trio, they was
you know that we had
Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez. Nobody go fit that trio. Nobody go fit that
You know,
trio.
we had an
No.
instance in
So,
Europe.
right.
An instance in Europe
Right.
where all the three had 10 goals. in the Champions League.
No, so yeah, in
Yes.
goal and
all
assist
the-
combined, they
all
all
the
crossed
three.
10.
No, they had
Goals alone.
goals.
That's
goals.
what 2018.
2018 when they
goals.
went to the
Yeah,
final.
10
And then
goals.
we had James Milner playing and he set the record for the most assists in the Champions League before I think it was broken 2 seasons ago or so.
Yeah.
So you cannot tell me they were not scary. They were very
were scary.
That was
But not as
that was
scary- not as scary
That was
as
the
that
season. That was
Wouldn't you agree?
that was the season that Van Dijk came in January. We were leaking a bit of goals.
17,
We were
18.
scoring a lot,
17,
but we were
18,
leaking goals.
2017,
Van Dijk came in to solidify, and then we started to.
No, but I don't think anybody would look at Liverpool
And then,
2019.
yes,
but
I think it was a scary team that Man United took the advantage.
Because of time-
Zlatan
because
said
of time,
something
guys,
about. Let me
wrap
just
up.
ask Zlatan a question. He spoke about Gengen pressing. I mean, do you have the an understanding of how Gengen pressing works?
Yeah.
So Gengen pressing is the best best explanation for Gengen pressing is the best form of defense is attacking.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is what
Yeah, the
Gengen
best
pressing
form,
is.
yeah.
That's what
So
it is.
if we're talking about Gengen pressing, you should know that there is no Gengen pressing
Without
without
the-
the three.
I get
Those three, I know Van Dijk and they had
You
a
think they are attackers, but
imperious
they are
presence.
starting your defense.
Exactly.
So-
and then they were pressing. They were monsters, bro.
So-
they know
I
they
mean,
stand.
my
though.
No, I know. That Liverpool team, why not?
It's a
Bro,
big debate.
So
but
I'm not disputing what you said. What you said is true. But this is what it means. You are here and you've been able to even define the style and the system. Gengen pressing. You have your system defined. But when you talk about Beckham, Pires, Henry, they were that guy. You see the unscripted telepathy existing in the English Premier League.
They were incredible.
You can't even define the style.
it's-
You get me? And it makes them different among these three.
That is very, very.
Really Ronaldo
You
tennis.
cannot
But-
tell
but-
me.
but-
You cannot tell me you couldn't define Arsenal style.
No. It was
In that era.
No.
Every style was very definitive.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You-
that was the era that almost every team was playing with two attackers.
Yes.
Almost everybody was doing
right.
that.
So you can define those sort of attacks, but I
But
mean,
host, what do you think?
there's-
Most of the time, you don't give an opinion on
you
this.
see,
But you're a Man United fan, don't say Man.
no, oh, you.
Yeah, go on.
But for me, it's a big one. Me, I think that the Invincibles were just there. I mean, 49 games
Unbeaten.
beaten, even after winning the league.
They were good. They were that good.
But you see, Ronaldo factor changes things. You know, in the system of Rooney, and that is where I draw my point that out of the three, Tevez, Rooney will do it. Out of the three, Rooney only can do it. And so it doesn't just talk about just the three of them being in a team. It talks about the quality that each of them brings.
Possesses.
But I don't
that is
think
what
you
stands
can
out for me.
speak
But
like that.
I also watch Mane.
If you speak like that, it's like those people couldn't play without each other. They can, and we actually saw Salah do this.
Yes, I am
Without
saying that
any
I
of them
also
being
watch. I
around.
also
So,
watch.
That's the point. But somebody will argue that Salah did it.
Yeah.
Mane, when he went to Bayern, a bit inconsistent.
I mean, no, but
Firmino.
you know,
So
you
see,
know,
one of
money
the
at
three could
Bayern.
do it,
You
but
know,
then-
money at Bayern had its own.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a whole conversation.
Yeah,
But me,
so
if
that's-
I'm to stand with each of them, I've already given you my opinion. I think that the Invincible was just not in the Premier League. Henry, Eradi and Kupon. But yeah, Ronaldo.
Salah.
and
You
Salah.
know Tevez.
You know Tevez. But yeah, I would leave the rest of the conversations to the comment section.
Mohamed
I know that the
Hassan
Arsenal
Yekon.
fans will be there. I know
Mohamed
that the
Hassan
Manchester
Yekon.
United fans will be there. I know that the Liverpool fans will be there. Let us know what you think, right? Drop the stats, things that we didn't even say here. Let's open their eyes to the things that they didn't even get to say. So that, I mean, it will be,
Pre-BBL. I beg, please drop that line before we go.
Anyway, that's how I wrap up this episode. My name is Leonard Abekando. Prrrr is BBL.